This broadcast is presented under the legal ownership authority of Magnitude Sports. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this broadcast may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Magnitude Sports. Send it up to the broadcast booth for the pregame show right now on Magnitude Sports.
Batting fourth for Grand Forks, designated hitter number 21, Kellen Bovett. For Grand Forks, in the top half of the first, 1 run on 2 hits, 1 after error, no runners, left on base.
When your truck is down, your business is down. That's why drivers across North Dakota and Minnesota trust Hogue Diesel Service in West Fargo. DOT certified in both states. From oil changes to full overhauls, Hogue Diesel Service handles complete truck and trailer repair on all makes and models, heavy and medium duty. Need on-site repair, computer diagnostics, pickup and delivery, 24-hour service? They do that too. Call Hogue Diesel Service today at 701-532-0203. That's 701-532-0203. Hogue Diesel Service LLC, 907 2nd Avenue West in West Fargo.
American Legion Baseball. A winning tradition since 1925. Thousands of young athletes have participated and countless lives have been changed.
And that was the fun part of summer ball and Legion was we just played. At that stage, I think everything's so pure. You're just wanting to play ball. I would 100% recommend it.
Legion Baseball is one of many programs of the American Legion, supporting our children, our military, and their families. Find out more about how we continue to serve America.
The Midwest elements are relentless. Is your home ready? At J. Dietz Construction, we've been serving the FM community since 2003. As a proud member of the Building Industry Association, formerly known as Home Builders Association, we specialize in roofing, siding, custom decks, and seamless gutters built for maximum durability. Plus, we offer free seamless gutters with every roof or siding project. Call 701-367-1175 or visit buildwithjdc.com. J. Dietz Construction. If you can dream it, we can build it.
Batting second, catcher number 1, Ben Suda. Batting third for the Astros, shortstop number 30, Segan Mitte. 15, Wyatt Clark. Batting fifth, second baseman number 10, Easton Healy. Batting sixth for the Astros, center fielder number 8, Jake Jorgensen. 2 runs, 2 hits, no Grand Forks errors, 1 run.
Looking for something handmade, unique, and full of personality? Mandy's of FargoND.com features creative gifts, home decor, accessories, and more, all inspired by family, creativity, and made with heart. Browse dozens of handmade creations, request custom colors or designs, and sign up for the newsletter. Visit Mandy'sOfFargoND.com and discover something new today. Mandy's of FargoND.com. Handmade, a little weird, totally wonderful.
Gather up the sports and fitness gear you aren't using anymore and sell it to Play It Again Sports. We will review your gear and choose what we purchase based on condition, brand, and store demand. We will then pay you on the spot, or you can receive additional incentive if you trade towards used or new products in the store.
Third baseman number 3, Gunnar Boggle. Batting 6th, first baseman number 9, Caden Benke. Batting seventh for Grand Forks, second baseman number 6, Jax Hauser. Batting eighth, pitcher number 13, Liam Dwight. Batting ninth, left fielder number 1, Brian Weiss. Center fielder Reed Nelson. Grand Forks is top half of the second, 1 run on 3 hits, 2 Astros errors, 2 runners left on base.
It's payback time. Does that bother you? 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 You wouldn't want officials ruining your game day at home, so don't ruin it for them on the field or court. Respect officials. That's one way you can serve, stand, and score. This message brought to you by Magnitude Sports.
Looking for the ultimate destination for fun? Welcome to Kingpins. From interactive hyperbowling on our 14 lanes to adrenaline-pumping laser tag and immersive escape rooms, the adventure never stops. Smash high scores in our massive arcade, then refuel at Barron's with our made-from-scratch menu. Whether it's a birthday, a company gathering, or just a night out, make your next event unforgettable. Book your lanes online. Call 701-532-BOWL. Or stop in and visit us at 3485 Jacks Way South in Fargo.
Leading off the bottom half of the second for the Astros, first baseman number 5, Anthony Breitbach. Batting eighth, left fielder number 6, Jackson Neto. Batting ninth for the Astros, right fielder number 27, Chris Barch. Pitcher, Owen Pfeiffer. Catcher, Ben Suda.
2 outs, bases loaded here for the Astros.
For the Astros, the bottom half of the second, no runs on no hits, no Grand Forks errors, 3 runners left on base.
Here's 3 ways you can support Magnitude Sports. First, like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. It's 100% free. Second, individuals and families can choose one of 3 month-to-month YouTube memberships. Finally, businesses can choose one of 2 online YouTube sponsorships or contact us for more options. To learn more, click the Join button or give us a call at the number on your screen. Thanks for watching Magnitude Sports.
Post 400 Baseball is back, and we have all the dominant performances.
Rounding third is Oliver Luck. He will come in, and the throw won't be in time, and Easton Rarick with a 2-run single to right, and it's 10-4.
And all the big moments. Back inside, ground ball to second. Flip to Rarick for 1, on to first, rack him up for 2. Throw back to third, making a triple play. It will go 4, 6, 3, 5 on the triple play. Everybody in the infield got their turn.
Catcher Bennett Hoffner. Designated hitter Kellen Bovett. Third baseman Gunnar Bockel. First baseman Caden Benke. 1 run, no hits, 1 Astro error, and 1 runner left on base.
Hungry? Get to Vic's for Hamburger Happy Hour. Monday through Friday from 4 to 7 p.m. Get a delicious burger and fries for just $6.50. The kitchen is always cooking at Vic's. We serve up breakfast every day from 9 a.m. to noon, and we're open 365 days a year from 9 a.m. all the way until 2 a.m. Plus, catch regular happy hour every Thursday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. and join us for bingo 5 days a week. Come hungry to Vic's, located at 1608 Main Avenue Southeast in Moorhead.
It's time for an oil change. You want service that's fast and trustworthy. Grease Monkey's certified technicians get you in and out in about 15 minutes, plus a complimentary 16-point safety check. No pressure, no surprises, just honest, manufacturer-recommended service. While we work, step out of the heat and relax in our air-conditioned lobby with a cold refreshment. Visit your local Grease Monkey for a quick, professional oil change you can feel good about.
There down third base. Going to be thrown to first, swung across, and that'll be a quick out.
Second baseman, Easton Healy.
As Easton Healy steps up to the plate now, the second baseman. I couldn't tell you what he batted first, but gets contact on the ball there as that goes down. The third base line goes foul. Struck high, unable to get onto it as that'll be a single.
Center fielder, Jamie Jorgensen.
Jamie Jorgensen stepping up now, making his way to the plate. Jorgensen hits it far and left. Third baseman tracking. Ooh.
Good rip, Jay.
Left fielder almost fumbled it there.
Good hit, Jay.
First baseman, Anthony Breitbach.
Fouled ball. Strike one. Struck high, far, center fielder trapping. Center fielder catches it, and that'll do it. Out number 3.
No runs.
Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or a night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more.
Men grow up hearing,
be a man. Never show any fear, kid. You gotta be tough.
Push through the pain. Don't be weak. Man, it's time to change the narrative. Our mental health is just as important as our physical health.
Let it out.
It's okay to feel. Speak up, because the life you save could be your own.
Astros. Grand Forks looks to extend their lead as they jumped out to a 3-2 lead the last time they were. Ball one is thrown there.
Pitcher Liam Dwight. Left fielder Brian Weiss.
Nice. Oh boy.
the top half of the fourth.
Century Builders, integrity isn't just a word, it's how we do business. Built on a foundation of hard work, accountability, and small-town values, we've earned our reputation by delivering quality construction projects across the Northern Plains. From commercial steel and post-frame buildings to innovative data center facilities, our experienced team combines craftsmanship, innovation, and attention to detail in every project. At Century Builders, we're committed to making your building experience seamless from start to finish. Century Builders, building with integrity, delivering excellence.
Just off 52nd Avenue South in Prairie Grove is your neighborhood South Fargo spot, Frank's Lounge. Frank's Lounge offers a fun, comfortable atmosphere and daily food specials you can view right as you walk in. Kristen says,
Love Frank's, our go-to place when we have company get-togethers, and always get the best service. We would definitely recommend. We love Frank's Lounge.
Frank's Lounge is open daily, and kids, when accompanied by an adult, are welcome all day, Sunday through Tuesday, and until 3:30 p.m. the rest of the week. Don't forget to take home a Frank's Lounge t-shirt or hat. Frank's Lounge, 2640 52nd Avenue South in Fargo. Stop in tonight.
Leading off the bottom half of the fourth for the Astros, left fielder Jackson Neto. Right fielder Chris Barch. Pitcher, Owen Pfeiffer. Courtesy running at first base, number 26, Lucas Ho.
Hi, this is Mike from Magnitude Sports. I'd like you to do me a favor if you would. Subscribe to this channel right here, Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. The channel is owned by a family I've known for over 2 decades and features some sports stars from previous Magnitude Sports broadcasts. So if you're the type of guy that likes fishing, hunting, dogs, you can get all that and more right here on the Dakota Fins and Feathers YouTube channel. You can also find them on social media, on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. It's educational, it's captivating, it's fun. It's Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. Subscribe today.
Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
Fargo Post 400 would like to thank these additional sponsors for supporting our Legion baseball program. Bell Bank, member FDIC. Valley Service of Fargo. Legacy Plumbing. Shields. And Buffalo Wild Wings.
Shortstop, Segan Bitte.
Sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
When your truck is down, your business is down. That's why drivers across North Dakota and Minnesota trust Hogue Diesel Service in West Fargo. DOT certified in both states. From oil changes to full overhauls, Hogue Diesel Service handles complete truck and trailer repair on all makes and models, heavy and medium duty. Need on-site repair, computer diagnostics, pickup and delivery, 24-hour service? They do that too. Call Hogue Diesel Service today at 701-532-0203. That's 701-532-0203. Hogue Diesel Service LLC, 907 2nd Avenue West in West Fargo.
Shortstop, Owen Harms. Catcher, Bennett Hoffner. Coming to play for Grand Forks, designated hitter Kellen Bovett. Third baseman, Gunnar Bockel. Right fielder, Caden Benke. Second baseman, Jax Hauser. First baseman, Liam Tweet. Left fielder, Brian Weiss. Four runs, 5 hits, 1 Astro error, 2 runners left on.
American Legion Baseball. A winning tradition since 1925. Thousands of young athletes have participated, and countless lives have been changed.
And that was the fun part of summer ball and Legion was we just played. At that stage, I think everything's so pure. You're just wanting to play ball. I would 100% recommend it.
Legion Baseball is one of many programs of the American Legion, supporting our children, our military, and their families. Find out more about how we continue to serve America.
The Midwest elements are relentless. Is your home ready? At J. Deeds Construction, we've been serving the FM community since 2003. As a proud member of the Building Industry Association, formerly known as Home Builders Association, we specialize in roofing, siding, custom decks, and seamless gutters built for maximum durability. Plus, we offer free seamless gutters with every roof or siding project. Call 701-367-1175 or visit buildwithjdc.com. J. Deeds Construction. If you can dream it, we can build it.
Leading off the bottom half of the fifth for the Astros, third baseman, Wyatt Clark. Second baseman, Easton Healy. Center fielder, Jake Jorgensen. Nothing across for the Astros in the bottom half of the fifth.
Looking for something handmade, unique, and full of personality? Mandy's of FargoND.com features creative gifts, home decor, accessories, and more. All inspired by family, creativity, and made with heart. Browse dozens of handmade creations, request custom colors or designs, and sign up for the newsletter. Visit mandysofargoND.com and discover something new today. mandysofargoND.com. Handmade, a little weird, totally wonderful.
Gather up the sports and fitness gear you aren't using anymore and sell it to Play It Again Sports. We will review your gear and choose what we purchase based on condition, brand, and store demand. We will then pay you on the spot, or you can receive additional incentive if you trade towards used or new products in the store.
Leading off the top half of the sixth for Durant Force. Center fielder, Reed Nelson.
watched it back and like, damn it, I totally flubbed that one, but he caught it for me, and then we just kind of ran with it. But right.
It's payback time. Does that bother you? Does that bother you? Does that bother you? Does that bother you? Does that bother you?
You wouldn't want officials ruining your game day at home, so don't ruin it for them on the field or court. Respect officials. That's one way you can serve, stand, and score. This message brought to you by Magnitude Sports.
Looking for the ultimate destination for fun? Welcome to Kingpins. From interactive hyperbowling on our 14 lanes to adrenaline-pumping laser tag and immersive escape rooms, the adventure never stops. Smash high scores in our massive arcade, then refuel at Barron's with our made-from-scratch menu. Whether it's a birthday, a company gathering, or just a night out, make your next event unforgettable. Book your lanes online. Call 701-532-BOWL. Or stop in and visit us at 3485 Jacks Way South in Fargo.
Here's 3 ways you can support Magnitude Sports. First, like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. It's 100% free. Second, individuals and families can choose one of 3 month-to-month YouTube memberships. Finally, businesses can choose one of 2 online YouTube sponsorships.
They already beat the 1 seed. I think Monticello is what, 2? Good pitch, Jay.
Third baseman, Gunnar Bockel.
Yep. Yeah, no, it was the first game I called. It was girls soccer. They lost 13-0. Uh-huh. Yep.
Right fielder, Caden Benke.
Right. And that's a high scoring game for just having 4, but yeah, no, it was just terrible. Yeah. Girls basketball was a little bit of a tougher watch, but I think with girls basketball, I have my favorite moment of all time that I had so far. It was a buzzer beater. It came, yes. That was my, dude. That was my first girls basketball game that I called. I was searching for something in the moment. It just came, and I love Mike Breen. They were down 20, came back on it. That was like the one win that I was able to call for them.
Second baseman, Jax Hauser.
Ooh. What a grab.
2 runs, 2 hits. 1 Astro error, 2 runners left on base.
Post 400 baseball is back, and we have all the dominant performances.
Rounding third is Oliver Luck. He will come in, and the throw won't be in time. And Easton Rarick with a 2-run single to right, and it's 10-4.
And all the big moments.
Back inside, ground ball to second. Flip to Rarick for 1 on to first. Rack him up for 2. Throw back to third, making a triple play. It will go 4, 6, 3, 5 on the triple play. Everybody in the infield got their turn.
Hungry? Get to Vic's for hamburger happy hour. Monday through Friday from 4 to 7 p.m., get a delicious burger and fries for just $6.50. The kitchen is always cooking at Vic's. We serve up breakfast every day from 9 a.m. to noon, and we're open 365 days a year from 9 a.m. all the way until 2 a.m. Plus, catch regular happy hour every Thursday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. and join us for bingo 5 days a week. Come hungry to Vic's, located at 1608 Main Avenue Southeast in Moorhead.
Left fielder, Jackson Nedham.
I actually really enjoy this this setup with the stream deck and everything like that. Yep. It's a lot more I don't know, I feel more free and able to just do my thing, but I think this is another step that like is good to learn and everything like that. Cuz like for Spuds TV you had like Alex running whatever and then you would have camera people and kind of just sit there and talk. Right. No. It's gone.
Right fielder, Chris March.
I think they'll finish it. Astros started so strong. And just terribly shut out. Yep, I had him too. Yeah, he was a good guy. He had good use of pace.
It's time for an oil change. You want service that's fast and trustworthy. Grease Monkey's certified technicians get you in and out in about 15 minutes, plus a complimentary 16-point safety check. No pressure, no surprises, just honest, manufacturer-recommended service. While we work, step out of the heat and relax in our air-conditioned lobby with a cold refreshment. Visit your local Grease Monkey for a quick, professional oil change you can feel good about.
Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or a night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more.
Men grow up hearing,
be a man. Never show any fear, kid. You gotta be tough.
push through the pain. Don't be weak. Man, it's time to change the narrative. Our mental health is just as important as our physical health.
Let it out.
It's okay to feel. Speak up, because the life you save could be your own.
Century Builders, integrity isn't just a word, it's how we do business. Built on a foundation of hard work, accountability, and small-town values, we've earned our reputation by delivering quality construction projects across the Northern Plains. From commercial steel and post-frame buildings to innovative data center facilities, our experienced team combines craftsmanship, innovation, and attention to detail in every project. At Century Builders, we're committed to making your building experience seamless from start to finish. Century Builders, building with integrity, delivering excellence.
I'm
first baseman, Wyatt Clark.
I didn't know a damn thing about volleyball. Or honestly, like softball, baseball, that was out of my mind. Like I've played some MLB The Show, and that's about it. That's kind of how I've gotten to learn everything. Is I play a lot of sports video games. I watch a lot of sports, and it's just like, right. Fair. Yeah, man. Yeah, I play 2K a lot. That's okay. Oh God. Yep, me too. I run the My NBA, and I love the simulation stuff. Sure.
Second baseman, Easton Healy.
There you go. You're a Bucks guy. How do you feel? Yeah. Yeah, you guys. They'll probably be a piece. I don't know. He's an elevator role player, in my opinion. Like he's good, but he's a number 2 or 3 guy. I don't see him being the centerpiece of a franchise. I really like the way that they drafted.
Pitcher, Jake Jorgensen.
21. Astros. 50 piece in the final. Right. Yeah, like you cannot get like Dame brings the offensive stuff, but not at all. Like it's a straight trade-off. Like Drew Holiday can contribute on offense. So he's averaging like 15, maybe 10, 15 around that area, but right. He's good. He's just so yeah. He was so good in that run in like 19, 20, 21. Terrific second half. There you go.
For the Astros, the bottom half of the 7th, 2 runs, 1 hit. Game 2 will start in approximately 25 minutes.
The lights are glowing, the stage is set. One more chapter we won't forget. The crowd is waiting, the energy grows. Everybody knows there's more to come. The screens stay shining through the night, holding the line till the time is right. We're taking a break, but we're not gone long. The next big moment is already on. The countdown's moving, hear it calling out. The anticipation's building now. We'll be right back, don't go away. More excitement's heading your way. Stay tuned, stay ready, stay along for the ride. signal is clear, the next event is drawing near. The atmosphere is starting to rise, you can feel it coming alive. The clock keeps ticking, minute by minute, every second brings us closer to it. The teams are ready, the stage is prepared, the next great moment is almost here. The waiting only fuels the fire, building up the anticipation higher. We'll be right back, don't go away. More excitement's heading your way. Stay tuned, stay ready, stay along for the ride. The next event is waiting on the other side. We're between games, but we're coming back strong. The break won't last too long. Hold on tight, we're almost there. Broadcast resumes shortly, so stay right here. Just a little longer, we're getting close. The next contest is ready to go. The crowd will roar, the action will start. Another unforgettable moment is about to spark. The wait is ending, the time is near. Thank you for staying here. We're gearing up, we're standing by. The next event is ready to fly. We'll be right back, don't go away. More excitement's heading your way. Stay tuned, stay ready, stay along for the ride. The next event is waiting on the other side. We're between games, but we're coming back strong. The break won't last too long. Hold on tight, we're almost there. Broadcast resumes shortly, so stay right here. Stay tuned, stay tuned. We'll be right back. Broadcast resumes shortly. Broadcast resumes shortly.
Magnitude Sports.
Sports Radio.
Magnitude Sports Radio.
Well, the lights are still shining and the crowds hang around. The first one's in the books, but the story ain't done. There's still excitement to be found. Take a little break, stretch your legs a while. Grab another drink and stay, 'cause there's more coming up right around the bend, and we ain't too far away. The clock keeps moving, the minutes roll by. We'll be back before the blink of an eye. We'll be back before you know it. Don't wander too far down the road. Stay tuned and stick around, 'cause there's more excitement headed your way now. We're between games, just taking our time, getting ready for another good time. So hold on tight and don't disappear. Broadcast resumes shortly right here. You can hear the buzz floating through the air. Everybody's talking about what's next. The cameras are rolling, the crew's getting set, getting ready for another test. The day's not done and the show's not over. We've still got plenty left to see. So settle on back and enjoy the ride, 'cause the next event's almost ready. The anticipation's building up again. We're getting closer every minute we're in. We'll be back before you know it. Don't wander too far down the road. Stay tuned and stick around, 'cause there's more excitement headed your way now. We're between games, just taking our time, getting ready for So hold on tight and don't disappear. Broadcast resume shortly right here. This ain't goodbye, it's just a little pause, a chance to catch your breath. The next chapter's waiting just beyond the lights, and we're not finished yet. The countdown's ticking, we're standing by. Everything's ready to go. It won't be long till we're back on the air, bringing you another show. Before you know it, don't wander too far down the road. Stay tuned and stick around, 'cause there's more excitement headed your way now. We're between games, just taking our time, getting ready for another good time. So hold on tight and don't disappear. Broadcast resume shortly right here. Stay tuned. Broadcast resume shortly. Broadcast resume shortly.
Magnitude Sports Radio. Magnitude Sports Radio. Magnitude Sports Radio.
Yeah. You know what it is? We just between the moments right now. Hold tight. We coming right back. Woo, woo, woo. Yeah. Yeah. Lights dim low, put the energy high. One more break, but we ain't saying goodbye. Camera still rolling, we just reset. Next wave of action ain't happened yet. You can feel it in the building, feel it in the sound. Everybody waiting, nobody sitting down. 20 on the clock, but it don't feel long. Cause the next one up gon' be that strong. Stay locked in, don't touch that dial. We back in a minute, just stay a while. You know the vibe, we run this show. In the next round coming, let them know. We say stay tuned. Don't move away, we'll be right back. More gameplay. Broadcast pause, but we still in motion. Next wave coming like an explosion. We say stay tuned. Don't fade to black. Hold that thought, we coming right back. Between the games, but the hype don't stop. Next moment hits when the clock ticks tock. Yeah, yeah. Crew in position, everything set. Next event loading, ain't ready yet. You can hear that buzz in the crowd right now. Like what's next up? Everybody like, how? Hold up, wait, don't switch the scene. We bridging the gap like a live machine. From one big moment to the next big play. We bring it right back, don't drift away. Baseline thump like a heartbeat kick. Every second closer, every moment slick. This the broadcast energy, raw and live. Stay right there, we back in 5. We say stay tuned. Don't move away, we'll be right back. More gameplay. Broadcast pause, but we still in motion. Next wave coming like an explosion. We say stay tuned. Don't fade to black. Hold that thought, we coming right back. Between the games, but the hype don't stop. Next moment hits when the clock ticks tock. We almost there. 3, 4. Feel that air. 5 seconds left. Don't go far. Next show up. Superstar. Yeah. We don't stop. We reload. New moment on deck. Let it unfold. Keep it live. Keep it real. Keep it loud. We bring it back for the crowd. We say stay tuned. Don't move away. More gameplay. Broadcast pause, but we still in motion. Next wave coming like an explosion. Don't fade to black. Hold that thought, we coming right back. Between the games, but the hype don't stop. Next moment hits when the clock ticks tock. Stay tuned. We coming back. We coming back. We coming back. Broadcast resume. Don't go nowhere. Yeah, we back in a minute.
Magnitude Sports Radio. Magnitude Sports Radio.
The lights are fading, but the night's not done. We're in between, but we're still one. The silence hits, but it won't last long. Something's building, something strong. You can feel it in the air tonight, like a spark just out of sight. Don't change it now, don't walk away. We'll be back again in just a day, or just a moment. Hold on, don't let it slip. We're right on the edge of it. Don't go far, don't fade out now. We're coming back, we'll show you how. Stay right here, don't turn away. The next one's coming any second of the day. Don't go far, we're still alive. This isn't over, we're still in drive. Hold the line, don't lose that sound. Broadcast resumes, we're coming around. We're coming around. The room still echoes what just went down, but there's more life in this town. The crew's still working, the gear still spin. Another moment's about to begin. You can hear it if you listen close. That feeling everybody knows. It's not the end, just a break in time. Next big moment is right on the line. It's not over, not by a mile. Just stay with We're coming around. Hey, don't let it go. Oh, we're still in the flow. One more breath, one more call. We're not done at all. The countdown's ticking in your head. Everything that needs to be said is coming back. Just wait and see. We're right where we're supposed to be. Don't go far, don't fade out now. We're coming back, we'll show you how. Stay right here, don't turn away. The next one's coming any second of the day. Don't go far.
doubleheaders. We take a look at the batting orders for both teams, starting with the Grand Forks Blues. Leading off will be Reed Nelson, followed by Owen Harms. Batting third will be Kellen Bavette. Batting cleanup, Caden Benke. And then batting fifth will be Max Getz. Caleb Kaufman batting sixth. Bryce Corinta batting seventh. Jax Hauser batting eighth. And Noah Craig is batting ninth. They'll be opposed by Jackson Nedham, starting pitcher for the Fargo Post 400 Astros. He's seen some time on the mound this season. We'll see what he's got in store here in this 5-inning game here in this doubleheader. Fargo Post 400 Astros 4-13-1 going into the second game. First pitch is a ball inside, and we're off and running here at Starion.
18 p.m., 75 degrees.
An absolutely picture-perfect day for some baseball. This is the kind of baseball you kind of ask for, Jack, at this time of the season.
Absolutely. You're running in with these clouds, just giving a little coverage over the ground. Not too hot, about 72 degrees here in Fargo. Looking beautiful as that second ball is thrown there.
And a little bit of wind, too. Kind of that perfect breeze to a pitch on the way, and it's going to skip in the turf for ball three. Owen Harms on deck.
Early advantage here for the batter. 3-0 count here. 3 pitches thrown. Some room to work.
We'll see if Nedham can get back into the count. You expect a strike right down the middle, and there it is. It's one of those situations as a batter where you might get the green light, but in the same token, you kind of want to remain that kind of that disciplined mindset. And then for the pitcher, you're just trying to get back into the at-bat.
Absolutely.
5 pitches in the at-bat, and it's a leadoff walk to start the afternoon. Look at the infield and outfield for the Astros. Ben Suda at first. Easton Healy at second. At short will be Anthony Breitbach. At the third base corner, Jay Jorgensen. And the outfield left to right goes like this. Chris Barch in left field, Owen Pfeiffer in center, and Lucas Hogue in right. Wyatt Clark, the DH, and Segan Midag behind home plate for the Astros. Throw down to first, not in time, as Nelson nearly got picked off. Counts 1-0 on Owen Harms, the shortstop. Again, this is a 5-inning game. You're at Starion. 1-0 pitches high and tight. It's 2-0. Two balls and no strikes. Nedham from the set, the pitch. It buckles in for a ball. Throw to first is going to leak into right field. Runner doesn't take off as it's gathered by Lucas Hogue as the ball got away from Ben Suda.
As we reach into another 3-0 count here. The second at-bat here for Grand Forks.
We'll see if Nedham can induce a ground ball to get those 2 outs, and it's a 4-pitch walk. So 2 on with nobody out to start the inning.
Nelson and Harms take their bases first and second here as this brings up
Batting third for Grand Forks.
Kellen Boudelet.
Kellen Bouvet, the first baseman for the Grand Forks Blues, has a chance to drive in the game's first run with a runner in scoring position. He takes a strike down the heart of the plate.
He played well this last game, playing at the designated hitter spot, going 2 for 3. A bright spot in this Grand Forks offense.
And they played well with runners in scoring position. A ground ball to short could be 2. Throw to second is in and out of the glove of the second baseman. All runners are safe, and that'll be an error on the Astros. Good job by Breitbach getting there. It just popped out of the glove of Healy. And the bases are loaded for the Blues. And, Jack, this is kind of looking like deja vu here in Game 1. You have the Blues getting runners on base and scoring position, and they have a chance to break through to start the second game of this doubleheader.
100%. I mean, Grand Forks just absolutely capitalizing on their position here with runners on base as they did in the last game. And now it's, like you said, deja vu. They had bases loaded 3 different times last game and were able to capitalize, scoring 9 runs in the last game with the 7 innings. And what can they do here with 5 to work with as that goes down an 0-2 count?
Caden Benke, the pitching counterpart of Jackson Nedham, who's ahead of the count 0-2. Here it comes. Swung on and fouled to the backstop. Good pitch from Nedham. Good cut by Caden Benke. And for Fargo post 400, you just want to limit the damage and perhaps escape the inning unscathed. 0-2 pitch rides high in the zone for ball 1.
No outs so far, 3 on base. You know Grand Forks is knocking, but the Astros, like you said, they just need to get out of this half inning here. Get at bat and just start hitting. But right now, as that foul is tipped there.
Yeah, any out would be good, even if it involves giving up a run, because you're going to be in those situations a lot with this Grand Forks Blues team. Fargo post 400, as Jack alluded to earlier in the day. We're up 2-1 as this one's ripped to first. This will get a run in. Throw to second is in time for a double play. 3-6 on the double play. A run does come in to score. It's 1-0 Blues. So that does the job.
Like you said, Tommy, that sacrifice needed to be made. 2 outs gotten there, but 1 run scores in for Grand Forks. But now the Astros in a much better position as they were in before. As Grand Forks does have a runner on third looking to advance. 1 ball there.
Max Getz, the third baseman for the Blues, takes one for ball 1. Runner 90 feet away, that being Owen Harms. Pitch from Nedham, good pitch in there for strike 1. And I mentioned Jackson Nedham, he's seen the mound quite a bit this season. Has compiled some solid numbers, to say the least. 1-1 pitch, and that hits him. So runners on the corners now with 2 gone, and the Blues kind of are reloading in terms of getting some opportunities to score, because you had a runner 90 feet away just a moment ago. Now you got 2 on, and there's 2 out. Caleb Kaufman, the second baseman, will dig in. Sun peeking through some cloud cover.
Once again, Grand Forks, like you said, reloading. There are people on base. As it was 3, now it's 2 as that goes in for strike 1.
Big cut by Kaufman. Bryce Carinta's on deck. We'll see if Jackson Nedham can escape this inning. We've brought it up many times. Damage can be minimized. Throw down to second. It's going to be short of second. It's going to go into center field. This will get a run in. 2-0 Blues. A routine throw to second turns into an error, and the Blues get a run out of it. Yikes.
You saw Matt Getz just walking to second base there.
He was. He was trying to steal, but he was kind of waltzing there as if he was going to be led to second. The throw was still there. It just went past second base. And here's a fly ball in the air to center field off the bat of Kaufman. A can of corn for Pfeiffer. He makes the catch, and that's the inning. 2-0 Blues. Can the Astros respond? We'll find out after this on Magnitude Sports. When your truck is down, your business is down. That's why drivers across North Dakota and Minnesota trust Hogue Diesel Service in West Fargo. DOT certified in both states. From oil changes to full overhauls, Hogue Diesel Service handles complete truck and trailer repair on all makes and models, heavy and medium duty. Need on-site repair, computer diagnostics, pickup and delivery, 24-hour service? They do that too. Call Hogue Diesel Service today at 701-532-0203. That's 701-532-0203. Hogue Diesel Service LLC, 907 2nd Avenue West in West Fargo.
Looking for the ultimate destination for fun? Welcome to Kingpins. From interactive hyperbowling on our 14 lanes to adrenaline-pumping laser tag and immersive escape rooms, the adventure never stops. Smash high scores in our massive arcade, then refuel at Barron's with our made-from-scratch menu. Whether it's a birthday, a company gathering, or just a night out, make your next event unforgettable. Book your lanes online. Call 701-532-BOWL. Or stop in and visit us at 3485 Jacks Way South in Fargo.
Fargo post 400 can respond. Tommy Fox alongside Jack Simon. Glad to be with you here on Magnitude Sports. An absolutely picturesque day here in the Red River Valley. And the Grand Forks Blues will be out there on defense for the first time this afternoon. Caden Benke on the mound, the southpaw for the Grand Forks Blues. As we've alluded to, Grand Forks, a lot of talent in their pitching. They kind of showed it in Game 1. And we'll see if Caden Benke can do the same here in Game 2. Look at the batting order for the Fargo Post 400 Astros. Leading off and playing at first, Ben Suda. Segan Midag batting second. Owen Pfeiffer batting third. Wyatt Clark, the DH, batting cleanup. Easton Healy in the 5 spot. Jay Jorgensen batting 6th. Anthony Breitbach batting 7th. Lucas Hogue batting 8th. And Chris Barch batting 9th. First pitch of the bottom of the first is a strike to Ben Suda. In case you missed it, in the top of the first, Grand Forks scored the first run on a sacrifice 3-6 double play. Fly ball into deep left field. It's going to get over the left fielder's head and go near the wall. And Suda's going to trot into second with a leadoff double. That was misjudged in left field.
A wonderful start here for the Astros. Like we said, deja vu once more for the Astros as they started off last game in the first inning with a beautiful start. It's looking it's close to right back against each other, parallel with the other game, but Grand Forks jumping out to a 2-0 lead instead of 1-0. But the Astros starting off strong here as Ben Suda gets a double there, as that is thrown in as strike one.
That was such a crisp swing, Jack, just right through the zone, and he pulled it right over the left fielder's head, that being Noah Craig, who had creeped in thinking it was going to be a routine fly ball, but it just went right over his head. 0-1 pitch to Segan Midag, and that one bounces in front of the catcher, but it will be no chance for Suda to advance to third. Counts at 1-1.
And these outfielders have been playing really far in so far in the first game and the start of this one, but I mean, that crack from Suda right there, that'll bring him back a little bit farther.
And the wind isn't blowing that much, so the wind really isn't playing much of a factor, as the 1-1 pitch is outside for ball 2. Owen Pfeiffer on deck. That was the first hit of the game from Ben Suda. As I had brought up earlier, an RBI double play. Grounded into by Caden Benke. Got the Blues on the board first. And then a throwing error brought another run in to make it 2-0. It was on a steal attempt. Throw went into center field that allowed Owen Harms to score from third base. Look back to second, and the 3-1 delivery. On the hands, ground ball to third. Suda will stay at second. Now he'll take off for third. Here's the throw over. It's not even close. Great awareness by Ben Suda, taking off as soon as the throw went to first. So Midag's retired. And now Suda's 90 feet away for the Astros. That's just heads-up base running right there.
Absolutely. Owen Pfeiffer stepping up now with the opportunity to bat in Ben Suda, following his double and his advancement to third base now. And Owen Pfeiffer, bat in his hands, opportunity to bring the Astros back. Foul tip there.
Good cut by Pfeiffer. No balls and 1 strike, 1 out, 2-0 Grand Forks. Blues are 12-4 on the year. Winners of 4 of their last 5. They started the year 5-0. 0-1 pitch. Good pitch. Curveball drops in, but it's a ball.
When you start the year like that, Tommy, you run in, and I mean, you're talking they're 12-4 now. That means they went 7-4 in these last 11 games, trying to get back into their winning ways. I mean, they've been winning a lot, but when you start off like that, it's hard not to want more.
Well, and it's such a long season too. It takes its toll on a lot of these teams. But that's what makes these athletes just incredible to watch. The resiliency of these players. 2-1 pitch outside for ball 3. We'll see what Owen Pfeiffer can do with Ben Suda standing 90 feet away. 5th pitch of the at-bat coming from Caden Benke. Pfeiffer slashes a ball foul to the left side. Counts full. And this lefty-lefty matchup, definitely an intriguing one at that. because on paper, the lefty-lefty matchup kind of favors the pitcher with the way the ball's being thrown in terms of a trajectory, if you will. 3-2 pitches, flied in the air to left field, falling quickly, and it's dropped in left field. Suda's going to come in to score, and the Astros are on the board.
Little miscommunication there between the outfielders as they ran that line back farther as they had with Ben Suda's hit. But Owen Pfeiffer taking advantage of it as that drops right in between those two Grand Forks Blues players. As that brings Ben Suda in for the first run of the game. It is now 1-2. The Astros still trailing Grand Forks, but with a lot of room to work with only one out and one on.
Yeah, Caleb Kaufman was the one who was trying to field that. I was kind of in no man's land, trying to shield his eyes from the sun, and it popped out of his glove. They ruled it a hit, so no E6 on the play there. Or check that being Owen Harms. Owen Harms was the one playing that ball in left field a moment ago. 0-1 pitch is taken for ball one. Wyatt Clark, the DH, up with one on base. Owen Pfeiffer, an RBI single. Slight lead at first. From the stretch, the pitch. Bouncing ball in front of home plate. It's a fair ball. They'll go the easy way to first. And now Pfeiffer's going to take off for third. And he is out by a mile. So a double play ends the inning. Call that a 3-5 double play. But it's a 2-1 game after one inning of play from Staria.
The Midwest elements are relentless. Is your home ready? At J. Deeds Construction, we've been serving the FM community since 2003. As a proud member of the Building Industry Association, formerly known as Home Builders Association, we specialize in roofing, siding, custom decks, and seamless gutters built for maximum durability. Plus, we offer free seamless gutters with every roof or siding project. Call 701-367-1175 or visit buildwithjdc.com. J. Deeds Construction. If you can dream it, we can build it.
American Legion Baseball. A winning tradition since 1925. Thousands of young athletes have participated, and countless lives have been changed.
That was the fun part of summer ball and Legion was we just played. At that stage, I think everything's so pure. You're just wanting to play ball. I would 100% recommend it.
Legion Baseball is one of many programs of the American Legion, supporting our children, our military, and their families. Find out more about how we continue to serve America.
Gets the job done to cut the lead in half. Starion Bank Field, a gorgeous venue for Legion baseball here in Fargo, North Dakota. Has seen a lot of exciting games, not just in the past couple of seasons, but this season as a whole, as the Fargo Post 400 Astros look to kind of respond the way the Blues did in game one. Jack talked about the Astros going ahead 2-1, and it was all Blues from there on out. 8 unanswered runs in game one for the Blues. And Bryce Corinto will be leading off to start this top half of the second, facing Jackson Nedham, who didn't give up any hits in the top of the first, but surrendered 2 runs. Grounded to the right side. This will be an easy play. 1 up, 1 down. Nice job by Suda playing his position at first.
Batting 8th for Grand Forks. Catcher number 6, Jax.
Just routine there from the first baseman. Struck there, walks it in, and that'll bring up Jax Hauser here. 8th in the batting order.
Also the catcher for the Blues here in this game. First pitch in there for strike 1. Caught the inside corner. No balls and 1 strike. 2-1 Grand Forks. Oof. 2 runs on no hits. This one nearly hits him.
Be the second hit by pitch there if that were to make contact.
Yeah, but the kind of story through the first inning and a third is that Nedham really hasn't given up that much. They load the bases, but they're able to escape, only giving up 2 runs, and they're within 1 run at 2-1.
Absolutely. I mean, last inning, 5 on base, 3 at one time, 2 at another, but able to escape with just 2 runs on the board. That shows the grind of this team. Being able to escape from positions like that, and we'll see it again once more. I can guarantee you, Grand Forks bats are hot, but it's just about finishing at this point.
To that point, Jack, the offense for the Blues in the last few games, it's been scorching. They've put up 13, 4, 9, 14, 9, 9. That's throughout the course of this season, and then they put up a total of 23 runs in their first 3 games this season. And if you add another 11, that's 34 runs during their 5-game, 5-0 start. Foul tip into, nearly a foul tip into the glove, but Midag couldn't hang on, and Jax Hauser stays alive on the count at 3-2.
And as you're speaking about that, I mean, you win 5 games in a row, but to win that like they did in such dominant fashion, putting runs on the board, bats, hits everywhere. I mean, you look at this Grand Forks team, you wonder what kind of a run they can make in the postseason.
3-2 pitches swung on and missed for strike 3. Good pitch from Jackson Nedham. First K of the afternoon for the Astros righty. There's 2 up and 2 down here in the second.
Batting ninth, left fielder number 8, Noah Craig.
Noah Craig, the left fielder, batting now for the Blues. See if Nedham can make this a 1-2-3 inning. Fly ball hit high in the air. Left field, it will be caught, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Astros. Catch made by Chris Barchin left. A 1-2-3 second inning for Jackson Nedham. So 2-1 Blues. Back to sports.
Looking for something handmade, unique, and full of personality? Mandy's of FargoND.com features creative gifts, home decor, accessories, and more. All inspired by family, creativity, and made with heart. Browse dozens of handmade creations, request custom colors or designs, and sign up for the newsletter. Visit MandysOfFargoND.com and discover something new today. MandysOfFargoND.com. Handmade, a little weird, totally wonderful.
Gather up the sports and fitness gear you aren't using anymore and sell it to Play It Again Sports. We will review your gear and choose what we purchase based on condition, brand, and store demand. We will then pay you on the spot, or you can receive additional incentive if you trade towards used or new products in the store.
Tommy Boggs alongside Jack Simon here on Magnitude Sports, a 2-1 lead for the Grand Forks Blues. The Fargo Post 400 Astros up to bat here in the bottom half of the second. And Jack, we've definitely talked about it many times. It'll probably be sounding like a broken record here, but Fargo Post 400 doing a great job just staying within striking distance despite facing a lot of offensive pressure from the Grand Forks Blues here in this game.
I mean, absolutely. We talk about that Grand Forks offense with how many runs that they've scored throughout this season, but then you look at the second inning results, and you see a 0 on the scoreboard. This Astros team, like you said, right in fighting distance. They're one hit, one after the other, and the Astros now with an opportunity with Easton Healy up at the plate to answer and potentially tie this game up and maybe go ahead here against a team that they have not held a lead against since the first inning of the first game.
1-0 is the count after the first pitch by Caden Benke. Gave up an RBI single to Owen Pfeiffer back in the first inning. Here's a little fly ball in the air to center field. And 1 up and 1 down here to start the bottom half of inning number 2. Catch made by Reed Nelson in center.
Batting 6th, third baseman
Jay
number 8,
Jorgensen
Jay Jorgensen.
up to bat, the third baseman for the Astros. Anthony Breitbach will be on deck. He's due up here in this inning. Jorgensen in game 1. He had 4 at-bats. He struck out 1 time.
A reminder that Jay Jorgensen just has an absolute hammer of a bat. He can send that thing 300 feet, 300 yards, whatever he wants. That's out there.
That's kind of a cool design, don't you think? I'm kind of seeing some gold on there, a little bit of black and light blue.
Absolutely. Whatever makes that ball go farther. You paint it what color you want, Jay Jorgensen, if you're going to send that thing yard.
And I've brought this up on a couple of broadcasts this season, but the bat designs are incredible. I have yet to see a pencil design for a bat, at least for now. We'll see how that pans out this season. A pop-up on an 0-2 pitch. Who wants it? And it's going to be caught at second base, 2 up and 2 down.
That's something you got to go to the dugout and talk about. Let's get some pencil bats up in here. What would you hit it, on the tip of the pencil or the eraser? What?
You know, I'm thinking the eraser would be the better part because that's, I don't know.
It's a little bouncy, got some rubber in it.
That's what I'm thinking too. I feel like that'd be the best part to hit it with.
Absolutely.
So 2 up and 2 down here in the second inning. And Anthony Breitbach will be up to bat. I believe they're exchanging some catcher's gear. Jax Hauser needing a new chest plate. So there is a brief stoppage at home plate. First pitch of the at-bat lands in the zone for strike 1. Lucas Hogue is on deck if Anthony Breitbach is able to extend the inning. Breitbach went 0 for 3 in game 1 as he gets a piece of that one to make it 0 and 2. Good looking inning from Caden Benke, just making plays for his infield and outfield. Pitches for the batter to hit, but routine for his infield and outfield. 0-2 pitch is low. 1 and 2 to count now. 2 gone here in the bottom of the second. 2-1 Grand Forks.
With nobody on here, Breitbach's got to make something happen as that ball is outside. For a ball.
And Caden Benke just trying to catch Breitbach off guard with that curveball. He just missed the zone. Counts even at 2 and 2. The pitch. Lined into center field. That will be caught. Got it off the end of the bat, but right into the glove of Caleb Kaufman for out number 3. So 3 up and 3 down go the Astros. Here in the bottom of the second. Still 2-1 Blues. Here on Magnitude Sports.
Here's 3 ways you can support Magnitude Sports. First, like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. It's 100% free. Second, individuals and families can choose one of 3 month-to-month YouTube memberships. Finally, businesses can choose one of 2 online YouTube sponsorships or contact us for more options. To learn more, click the Join button or give us a call at the number on your screen. Thanks for watching Magnitude Sports.
Post 400 Baseball is back, and we have all the dominant performances.
Rounding third is Oliver Luck. He will come in, and the throw won't be in time, and Easton Rarick with a 2-run single to right, and it's 10-4.
And all the big moments.
Back inside, ground ball to second. Flip to Rarick for 1 on to first. Rack him up for 2. Throw back to third, making a triple play. It will go 4, 6, 3, 5 on the triple play. Everybody in the infield got their turn.
Tommy Fox alongside Jack Simon. Time now to take a look at the Junior League standings going into this game, or this day today. As we brought up earlier, Grand Forks going into today at 11-4, winning game 1 9-4. So they're kind of on a hot streak. And Fargo post 400, they're just trying to get back into the swing of things. As the top of the third begins with a foul ball. It's now 0-1.
As we're back here following that scoreless second inning, Grand Forks uncharacteristically held to nothing. But the Astros unable to respond here as Grand Forks, the Blues, are now up to bat once more. A 2-1 ball game here. Up by 1 run. Grand Forks looking to make it more than 1, give themselves a little more of a cushion as they normally do in these games.
1-1 pitch is pulled to the right side and gloved at second and bobbled for a moment, and the runner's going to be safe. Good attempt by Easton Healy. That was going to be a tough play, having to spin, having to do a 360, going to his left. That's going to be an error on Easton Healy, so an E4 starts the inning here in the third, and now Owen Harms at the dish. Reed Nelson reaches for the second time today. First pitch is in there for strike one. Owen Harms is his second at-bat today. He's had a walk, part of that two-run first inning. 0-1 pitch from Nedham goes into the turf. Runner takes off for second, and he's in sliding, and now in scoring position. So a wild pitch from Jackson Nedham puts Reed Nelson into scoring position. And that is setting the table up very nicely for Owen Harms, and he grounds a ball to the left side and foul. Got out in front of that one. Counts 1-2. There is no outs. So any ground ball perhaps to the right side will at least advance the runner to third. As the infield is mainly playing to that left side.
And Tommy, you can bet Owen Harms is looking for that right field line, trying to get his guy around and bring him home. And being walked in the first, you know he's itching to get his bat on the ball.
And no doubt about that. And I had brought up earlier, the infield is playing more to the left side because they are worried about Reed Nelson at second base. Here is a line drive into left field, a base hit. And Nelson will put on the brakes at third, so a single for Owen Harms, and runners are at the corners with nobody out here in the third inning, and that's the first hit of the game for the Blues.
Wonderfully placed in there
First baseman, Kellen.
by Owen Harms. As Kellen Bavette will step up now here for his second at-bat of the game. Runners on first and third here for the Blues.
First pitch of the at-bat coming from Nedham. Slight lead at first. On the hands into right field, that's through for a base hit. Reed Nelson trots in to score. Owen Harms on his way to third. And Kellen Bavette makes it a 3-1 lead for Grand Forks. How about that piece of hitting by Kellen Bavette?
Kellen Bavette normally playing at the designated hitter spot, showing why he plays that position. Beautifully placed in between there as Bavette makes it a single for himself here in this ball game this afternoon.
Second hit of the game for the Blues, and they're still runners of the corners as Benke swings and misses for strike one. But this is what the Blues do. They just kind of chip away in innings. They don't go for those, giant hits, those home runs or anything. No, they put the ball in play, and they make the defense work as the 0-1 pitch is upstairs for ball one. But those are the kinds of offenses, Jack, that are the hardest to deal with. The speedy lineups, along with the batters that just put the ball in play.
Absolutely, Tommy. This Grand Forks team it's just, they grind away at you. They play this game of hit after hit as he makes it on home.
A wild pitch makes it 4-1 as Owen Harms crosses home plate.
As we said, Owen Harms making it in, just chipping away. Grand Forks in the last game had a 4-run fifth inning to get themselves just a beautiful cushion, as they do right here. They get everyone on base, and they force these errors coming from the Astros here, like those errant pitches, like a missed throw, anything like that, and they just capitalize on it. That's what these Blues do to you.
Another wild pitch, but it doesn't advance the runner. And Jackson Nedham, we'll see what he can do to get out of this little jam that he's in. Kind of a similar situation in the top of the first, as there's a strike on the inside corner. Boy, oh boy, Caden Benke thought he had a base on balls, but he's going to have to step back into the box.
And Tommy, I won't lie to you, I thought that was a ball as well.
That kind of caught the inside corner a little bit. That's definitely
just a little bit.
Just enough to get the call.
I absolutely trust that as that goes far right field.
Down the line, it is foul.
Just foul.
Oh, my goodness. He put a charge into that one. That would have been an exclamation point here in this inning, Jack, and the at-bat stays alive. But Caden Benke, he can pitch and he can hit.
Just 290 down that right field line, just maybe 6 feet out of that foul. And just barely, that would have put a dagger in for this 5-inning game, halfway through, to bring your runners home, possibly get yourself a double or triple as he advances.
A walk on a payoff pitch puts runners at the corners again. And mind you, there's still nobody out here in this 3rd inning. So things are starting to kind of tip in Grand Forks' favor. And I believe we're going to have a pinch runner in for Caden Benke, and that will be the case. Pinch runner going to be Brian Weiss. Brian Weiss, the pinch runner for pitcher Caden Benke. And now Max Getz has a chance to deliver some more damage.
Similar situation here once more for Grand Forks and the Astros, as this looks pretty similar to this first inning that we faced. Grand Forks putting 2 on the board with no outs. The Astros able to get out of it the first time, now facing a similar situation once more. What can they do from this mound in this outfield?
3 errors committed by the Astros that were kind of microcosms, if you will, Jack, in this game in terms of scoring for the Blues. 1-0 pitch is grounded to 3rd. They'll go the easy way to 2nd, and in time for the out. So a fielder's choice for Max Getz. That retires the runner at 2nd, that being Brian Weiss, and there's 1 away here in the 3rd.
Second baseman.
So Max Getz advances on the fielder's choice to 1st. And Kellen Bavette stays put at 3rd base. And now Caleb Kaufman will dig in. He flew out to center field his last time up. What does he have in store in this top half of the 3rd? Pitch from Nedham, outside and low.
Runners at 1st and 3rd. I feel like, Tommy, we've said this a few times. Multiple runners on base, 1 in scoring position, 1 wherever else you want to have them. But, I mean, these Grand Forks Blues just playing their game, and the Astros unable to do much about it. 1 out left to go as that brings it up to an even count here. 1-1-1 on that board.
It's kind of like you get a base, you get a base. That's how Grand Forks is playing this game.
Absolutely. Oprah out here at Starion Bank Field. Dealing out base hits.
Here's a foul ball grounded to the left side. It's now 1-2. That might be the good luck charm for the Blues here in this game. But we'll see what the Astros can do to counter that. As offense has been hard to come by for Fargo Post 400, but they've had to face some incredible pitching throughout this season. Here's a fly ball hit shallow into right field and foul ground, and nobody's going to get it. Ben Suda giving chase, losing his hat too, as he had to track it down near that patio deck and foul ground in right field.
Suda giving that lettuce some flow there, giving some time, some airtime here.
There you go. There you go. Gotta love that on this Thursday afternoon. Not a lot of wind, so we didn't see it billow in the wind.
Absolutely.
Another 1-2 pitch, skips in the turf, counts even at 2-2. So Caleb Kaufman, a pretty patient at bat. See if he can find something to put in the alley. That being in left center or right center. 2-2. Little chopper in front of the mound. Past Nedham. Nobody's in advance. It'll just be Kaufman running to 1st. And we'll see if they rule that an error. I think they'll rule that as an infield single, and they will. So the bases are loaded for the Blues.
As Bryce Carinta, with just a beautiful opportunity ahead of himself. With the opportunity, I mean, he can go a yard. He can go wherever he chooses. Outfielders playing relatively deep for how they've been playing here today. Just worried about that play coming here from Carinta.
Corners playing in, ground ball to Suda. He goes to home for 1, on to 1st, and not in time. It popped out of the glove of Suda. So that's 3-2 on the putout. A fielder's choice that negates a run. So that's one silver lining in this 3rd inning for the Astros, and there's 2 gone.
I mean, the Astros playing some damage control here. They do have for the Blues right now. 2 runners in scoring position, but the Astros tried and tested against this position as that strike one is thrown there. Trying to get out of this inning once more, trying not to have these 2 runners in scoring position advance through to make it a lot harder of a game to come back from.
0-1 pitch coming from Jackson Nedham to Jax Hauser. Hauser flies one in the air to center field. And the catch is made by Owen Pfeiffer, and Jackson Nedham escapes a bases-loaded jam. He gives up 2, but the Astros have a chance to respond at the bottom of the 4th, trailing 4-1. Hungry? Get to Vic's for Hamburger Happy Hour. Monday through Friday from 4 to 7 p.m. Get a delicious burger and fries for just $6.50. The kitchen is always cooking at Vic's. We serve up breakfast every day from 9 a.m. to noon, and we're open 365 days a year from 9 a.m. all the way until 2 a.m. Plus, catch regular happy hour every Thursday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. and join us for bingo 5 days a week. Come hungry to Vic's, located at 1608 Main Avenue Southeast in Moorhead.
It's time for an oil change. You want service that's fast and trustworthy. Grease Monkey's certified technicians get you in and out in about 15 minutes, plus a complimentary 16-point safety check. No pressure, no surprises, just honest, manufacturer-recommended service. While we work, step out of the heat and relax in our air-conditioned lobby with a cold refreshment. Visit your local Grease Monkey for a quick, professional oil change you can feel good about.
Terrific sponsors for Fargo Post 400 Baseball this season. Sweet Shots along with Frank's Lounge, Legacy Plumbing, Doolittle's Woodfire Grill, Buffalo Wild Wings, and good to have Bell Bank with us as well. Kingpins, also a terrific sponsor this season of Fargo Post 400 Baseball. Tommy Fox, Jack Simon with you from Starion Bank Field. The Grand Forks Blues leading game 2 of this Junior Legion doubleheader 4-1 over the Fargo Post 400 Astros, who are up to bat here in the bottom of the 3rd. But Jack, they're facing a stingy left-hander in Caden Benke, who has kept the Astros at bay this afternoon.
The Astros only with 2 hits so far in this game. They just need to work a lot more here if they want to get themselves back in. Their fielding gave themselves a little bit more of an easy spot to work with here, playing a lot of the damage control there, as we said. It could have been an 8-1 ball game right now if they were not to field as good as they did in the second half of that half inning. But now with the Astros at bat, just trying to bring this game back. Down 3 runs right now, 4-1 as that ball is thrown. 1-0 count as we start now.
Lucas Hogue leading off for the Astros. Chris Barch and Ben Suda due up here in this 3rd inning. 1-0 pitch is outside for ball 2. Another look at the infield and outfield for the Blues. In center field, Reed Nelson, Noah Craig in left, Bryce Carinta in right. Swung on and missed for strike 1. And in the infield, from left to right, Max Getz at 3rd. At shortstop, Owen Harms. At 2nd, Caleb Kaufman. And at 1st, Kellen Bavette. Ground ball to short. Tough throw from short, and it's in time for the out. Oh my goodness. What a play by Owen Harms. He was in a lot of traffic there, and he made the play.
Got his own teammate sliding into there was Harms.
Yeah, that was not an easy play because Harms kind of had to dodge his teammate trying to get that ball.
I mean, what a difficult throw. What a great play there from Harms.
So Lucas Hogue's retired in his first at-bat of the game on a 6-3 putout, and now Chris Barch up to bat. His first plate appearance in game 2. Behind the plate for the Blues, Jax Hauser.
He will take his base.
And on the mound, Caden Benke. And yep, he will. So 1 on and 1 out here in this bottom of the 3rd. And so Ben Suda will be up to bat.
So we've reached the top of this batting order here for the Astros once more. Ben Suda
takes one outside.
Suda started this team off hot, as he was the scoring run here at the start of this game.
He also was the first hit of game 2.
Absolutely.
We'll see if he can make it 2 for 2. believe there was a brief stoppage because I think they needed a different helmet for the third base coach. Yeah, that was why there was that stoppage. Slight lead at first for Chris Barch. Look over from Benke. And the 1-0 pitch. Foul tip into the glove for strike one. Throw back to first. Not in time. Barch got in there just in the nick of time.
And Suda looking to light this spark here for the Astros. He started him off, like I said. But what can he do to bring them back into this game? Down 3 with a man on first.
1-1 pitch and hits him. So back-to-back base runners for the Astros as Ben Suda reaches on a hit by pitch. So Barch will be in scoring position now. And Segan Midag will represent the tying run.
And you know, Tommy, I've never had the opportunity to play baseball, but I know you have a little bit.
Just a little bit.
But when you get hit by pitches like that, man, that's got to hurt. These guys just walk that off, don't they?
You know, it kind of stings a little bit. We're kind of trained to there was kind of a training deal we did during baseball where we practiced turning so that, you know, it hits our back because your back's going to have probably the most muscles on your body. And so it doesn't get like the bony part like on your knee or something like that. Here's a fly ball into left field that just landed foul. But to your point, Jack, it doesn't feel good to get hit by a pitch, even if you get hit in the back, because especially if it's a solid fastball, that's going to sting for a little bit walking on your way to first. But it goes away.
Right.
It goes away. But you're definitely going to need to shake one off, especially if you get hit like on the knee, because that one never feels good.
Absolutely not. You get that 90-foot trot over your base, and that's got to stand there and wait to run once more as these guys advance to second and third from first and second.
On a wild pitch thrown by Caden Benke, and now the Tides are starting to shift here. 2 runners in scoring position for the Astros, and Segan Midag, who was retired on a 6-3 putout, has a chance to get the Astros to within 1 if he can dump one into the outfield. There is 1 out. You definitely expect the Blues for their first play to go to home. But with a 3-run lead, you could definitely expect them just to get the easiest out. Here's a bouncy ball right in front of them. A leaping grab by Benke, thrown to first in time. They'll look to get a double play, and they can't. It popped out of the glove of Jax Hauser, and the Astros get a run out of it. It's 4-2. How about the athleticism by Caden Benke?
My goodness, what a catch.
He's on a pogo stick.
Man. You see that stuff. He should be playing basketball, man. It's the off season for him. Oh my gosh, the reaction time and just the ability to get your glove that high up in the air and make that throw following afterwards. Wow.
And now a base hit up the middle for Owen Pfeiffer. It's 4-3 on an RBI single by the Astros center fielder. So Barch was able to score on the play at home just a moment ago, and now Ben Suda scores on the RBI single by Owen Pfeiffer, and just like that, it's 4-3.
And here we go, Tommy. The Astros rallying right now with one on first. They are 1 out away from being retired as that is hit right in there.
Ground ball to second should be the inning, and it is.
And that'll do it.
But Owen Pfeiffer, his second RBI single of the game, makes it a 4-3 game, but the Blues still in front. They're going to hang on to that lead as we enter the top of the fourth next. Hungry? Get to Vic's for Hamburger Happy Hour. Monday through Friday from 4 to 7 p.m. Get a delicious burger and fries for just $6.50. The kitchen is always cooking at Vic's. We serve up breakfast every day from 9 a.m. to noon, and we're open 365 days a year from 9 a.m. all the way until 2 a.m. Plus, catch regular happy hour every Thursday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. and join us for bingo 5 days a week. Come hungry to Vic's, located at 1608 Main Avenue Southeast in Moorhead.
It's time for an oil change. You want service that's fast and trustworthy. Grease Monkey's certified technicians get you in and out in about 15 minutes, plus a complimentary 16-point safety check. No pressure, no surprises. just honest, manufacturer-recommended service. While we work, step out of the heat and relax in our air-conditioned lobby with a cold refreshment. Visit your local Grease Monkey for a quick, professional oil change you can feel good about.
A 4-3 game here at Starion Bay Field in the second game of a doubleheader between the Fargo Post 400 Astros and the Grand Forks Blues. Well, it was a good response from the Astros in the bottom half of the third. A near double play grounded into by Segan Midag. It went right to the pitcher, Caden Benke, who leapfrogged in the air to get the ground ball. He went to first for the out, and then they went home. Kellen Bavette went home, but it popped out of the glove of the catcher, Jax Hauser. That made it 4-2. And then in the next at-bat, Owen Pfeiffer drove in his second RBI of the game and an RBI single, which would be his second RBI single of the game, making it a 4-3 score. Here's the ground ball to second. That's in time for out number one, as Noah Craig is the fourth inning's first out.
And you know, Tommy, we spoke about how the Astros really needed a response there after their fielding allowed them to have a little bit of room to get back, and they scratched back a little bit, but now it's up to their fielding once more and up to the pitching here to give themselves an opportunity to then take the lead or tie it. But Grand Forks, the Blues, we've talked about their game all day as that is hit right into center field. Beautifully placed there into the pocket as he will advance, thinking about second, will stay at first.
That was a big turn at first there. Nice job slashing that left center field alley. And Reed Nelson with his first hit of the game. His first two plate appearances, he reached on a walk, and then he reached on an error. And now he's reached on a base hit, so he's 1 for 2 here in this game.
And as has been the story so far, Tommy, Grand Forks getting those base hits, getting people on base. You get a base, as you said. And once again, just playing their game here in the top of the fourth as that ball is thrown. A 1-0 count here.
Owen Harms, he's 1 for 1 with a walk. Had a single his last time up. Counts now 2-0. He was one of the 4 runs scored by the Grand Forks Blues here in Game 2. Kellen Bavette waiting on deck. 2-0 pitch is outside for ball 3. A ground ball could perhaps end the inning if it turns into a double play. But one pitch, one at-bat at a time. For Jackson Nedham, the Astros righty, the pitch. Good pitch. Buckles in there for strike one.
Just crept inside there from Nedham. Harms, not much he could do about it there, but still has room to work now. 3-1 count, 3 balls, 1 strike. With one on first.
Nedham's got a good curveball. Runner takes off, 3-1. Throw down to second. It's going to be a little offline and a little short. It won't matter. It's going to be a walk issued to Owen Harms, his second base on balls of the game.
First baseman.
One way or the other, Reed Nelson was making it to second base there, making it into scoring position. As this brings up Kellen Bavette, ready to rock with a single. Couple singles so far in this 2-game series.
First pitch of the at-bat rides high and tight, and it's 1-0. Caden Benke waiting on deck. He's got the short sleeves going. Wind's starting to pick up a little bit. It was coming out of the east earlier in the day as this is a wild pitch, goes right by the Blues dugout. Runners advance to second and third. And now it's another situation in which Grand Forks is threatening. And one hit, one little bit of contact, one good piece of hitting from Bavette into the outfield could be trouble.
I mean, if Bavette gets this one out there, as we said.
He does. In the left field, that's going to drop in for a base hit. You called it, Jack. Kellen Bavette, an RBI single. That's going to drive in 2. It was bobbled by the cutoff man on the left side, and Kellen Bavette, a 2-run single, making it 6-3 Grand Forks.
I mean, you saw it play out right there, Tommy, as I was about to say. If Bavette gets it out there into the outfield, he has an opportunity to bring 2 of his friends on home. And like it happened, and now the game just a little more out of reach here for the Astros as the Grand Forks Blues extend their lead as they have been doing all day.
Caden Benke swings and he might have gotten hit after swinging at that, unless he just got it off the handle of his bat. Regardless, it's 0-1. But Grand Forks, again, clutch hitting with runners in scoring position. Paid off right there from Kellen Bavette. This one gets past the catcher again. And Kellen Bavette using the legs to advance to second on the wild pitch, and he's in scoring position for the Blues.
And you can bet Bavette's happy about that. His teammates letting him hear it, using those wheels, getting on to second base.
That's what you gotta love right there, taking any base you possibly can. 1-1 pitch, that one gets to the backstop. This time, Bavette, he pumped the brakes. He was thinking about it. He was halfway between holding at second and advancing to third, but that wild pitch didn't, that pitch right there didn't have enough towards the backstop to give him time.
You see a little twinkle in his eyes there, Bavette. Thought about third there.
He thought about it. 2-1 pitch. Fly ball in the air to left center field. Won't be an easy play for Pfeiffer. He won't get there. It's going to split the alley in left center. He bobbles it in the outfield, allowing Bavette to score. Caden Benke and RBI double, and the Blues have tons of breathing room now, leading it 7-3 in the fourth. That was not going to be an easy play in left center field.
And Bavette, we talked about it. He wanted that third. How about home? Bring it on in. What a beautiful strike there from Benke.
Caden Benke now 1 for 2 with a walk in this game. He had an RBI ground out into a double play in his first plate appearance. So he has driven in 2 runs here in game 2. Max gets a sky-scraping fly ball, shallow left field, and it's going to drop into no man's land for a hit. Serious confusion in left field as Chris Barch was coming in, along with Easton Healy, or check that, Anthony Breitbach. I don't think anybody really called for it.
And this is the point in the game that we saw last one where the Astros just started to fall apart just a little bit. And Grand Forks, they see any kind of opening and they bite on it. You run into hits like that and miscommunications like that, and it tears down your team. You run into errors like that, and the Astros, thankfully, this game, not as many errors as they had in the first half of the doubleheader, but still 3 on the board compared to Grand Forks' none.
It's kind of we're going to kind of go off the sports spectrum a little bit. It's kind of where in football or basketball, we'll use that as an example, where if you constantly commit turnovers, that's obviously going to give the other team more opportunities to score, and that's kind of what's happened here with the Fargo Post 400 Astros.
Absolutely. You run into a stat in basketball is points off turnovers. And that's kind of what we're running into now. These errors, Grand Forks just capitalizing on that. And then you run into another basketball term. Sorry, Tommy. Wrong sport, I know. But you run into these, and you get into these runs where runs is a term in baseball. But in basketball, it means when you get points scored by one team constantly compared to the other who just can't put any on the board. And you run into that, and that's what we're coming into right now. And that happened in the last game around this point as well, where Grand Forks put up 4 runs in 1 inning. And we're at 3 right now with room to work for the Grand Forks Blues.
This one is another wild pitch, or may have been fouled off the bat of Caleb Kaufman. I think that was the case as the runners advanced to second and third. And actually was a swing and a miss, so no foul ball. That allowed the runners to advance. It just popped out of the glove of the Astros catcher. On the hands, hit foul. Count stays full at 3-2. But to that point, Jack, this baseball is a game of runs. And right now, Grand Forks is winning that game of runs.
Absolutely. I mean, they just get on these hot streaks, and the Astros really fighting to get against it. But Grand Forks, like we said, once again taking another base, and once more, the bases are loaded for the Blues.
They have a really good chance to blow the door off game 2, and there will be a meeting on the mound. I would imagine this might just be a discussion with Jackson Nedham just to kind of reset some things. We'll see if there is a pitching change, and if so, we will step aside. And I think this is just a little bit of a mound visit for the Astros. Mason Quick, head coach of the Fargo Post 400 Astros, he probably won't make a move. It's a 5-inning game, and yep, just to kind of reset some things here, because it's a 3-run inning here in the fourth. You just want to get your you want to get your pitcher kind of back on track, so to speak, and that's kind of what that mound visit was for, just to get Nedum back in the groove of things, and we'll see what he has in store against Bryce Carinta.
And Tommy, with your experience, walk us into this. That hits right there down the first base line. A little bobble there as he's taken out a quick out there. As I was saying, Tommy, take us into those the mound meetings. What goes on? What's being talked about in between there?
Well, I'd say it's just one batter at a time, I think, is probably the way to put it, because you're obviously not going to get every out that you want. I think it's just more about just finding that headspace again, because baseball is a mental sport, and it's just about getting back into that headspace as a pitcher. An RBI ground out a moment ago. Now a fly ball into left field, and a sliding attempt by Barch. It's going to land in the left field. 2 runs are going to score, and the Blues have blown the doors off this 4th inning. 10-3 Grand Forks.
I mean, pick a better time to start talking about runs right now.
A 6-run 4th inning by the Blues as Jax Hauser drops one into left field for a 2-run single.
10-3 on that scoreboard. And they don't look to be done. 2 outs right now, though. Could be done quicker, but we talked about this. The Astros able to get out of that opportunity as that popped up right there.
Suda giving chase, and he makes the catch. He beat Jackson Nedum to the ball. I don't think Nedum was expecting it. And that'll be the end of the top of the 4th.
A little frustration between teammates there.
Yeah, a little bit of miscommunication in that top half of the 4th, but after 3.5 complete from Starion Van Field, and game 2 of this doubleheader, it's Grand Forks 10, Fargo Post 403.
Men grow up hearing,
be a man.
Never show any fear, kid. You gotta be tough.
Push through the pain. Don't be weak. Man, it's time to change the narrative. Our mental health is just as important as our physical health.
Let it out.
It's okay to feel. Speak up, because the life you save could be your own.
Century Builders' integrity isn't just a word, it's how we do business. Built on a foundation of hard work, accountability, and small-town values, we've earned our reputation by delivering quality construction projects across the Northern Plains. From commercial steel and post-frame buildings to innovative data center facilities, our experienced team combines craftsmanship, innovation, and attention to detail in every project. At Century Builders, we're committed to making your building experience seamless from start to finish. Century Builders, building with integrity, delivering excellence.
Well, we talk about this being a game of runs, and the Grand Forks Blues put that into perspective in the top of the 4th inning. A 6-run frame put up by the Blues. They lead by a touchdown, leading it 10-3. Tommy Fox alongside Jack Simon. You're on Magnitude Sports, a gorgeous Thursday afternoon here in the Red River Valley. And Jack, it's kind of a mix of, obviously Grand Forks, great hitting, great patient at bats, solid contact, but there was a little bit of miscommunication at times on the defensive side of things for Fargo Post 400.
Absolutely, and you saw it at the end of that, the top of the 4th there with that last out. With Suda coming in and the pitcher coming in, trying to get the same ball. I'm unsure if anyone called for it, but clearly some discourse following that between the 2 teammates. And at this point in the game, a reminder that this is a 5-inning game, and right now the Astros, it's do or die right now. You got the bottom of the 4th and the bottom of the 5th possibly to get some points, to get some runs on the board now. And if you don't got that communication, I'm unsure where you guys can find a starting ground to continue this charge on back.
Yeah, well, I'm going to quote one of the greater broadcasters in the Red River Valley, and Jack Michaels, his famous saying, how do you take a bite out of an elephant? One little bite at a time, and that's what the Astros need to do, trailing by 7 runs.
And whatever bites you can get. as little as or as big as you can. These Astros will take anything they can get at this point. Down, like you said, by a touchdown, but down by 5 in the hits count, 8-3 right now. The Astros, nice strike right there.
Good piece of hitting by Easton Healy as he leads off the 4th inning with a single. He's 1 for 2 here in this game.
Healy bringing himself back to 500, as that's what you need to start off an inning with for these Astros. There's your bite of the elephant to start off.
And we'll see if Jorgensen can keep the train rolling. Throw back to first, and in time for the out. Oh my goodness, Caden Benke doing it all as he's able to pick off Easton Healy at first. Easton Healy was caught napping, and Caden Benke a strike for the first out here in the 4th inning.
Wow, and
that extinguishes a lot of potential momentum that Fargo Post 400 could have captured. And there's one gone with nobody on.
And that's a crusher as that's hit up there.
That's in no man's land. It's going to be caught a tiny little collision in shallow center field as Caleb Kaufman makes the catch. There's 2 up and 2 down.
And
but that one hurts. That pickoff attempt successfully by Grand Forks. That one hurts if you're Fargo.
Absolutely. And you run to this point where that was your start. That was your spark. And when you get picked off like that, you can't afford to make those kinds of mistakes at this point in the game if you want to contend. And when you run into Easton Healy like that, he walks away head down. And I hate to see it, but that's just kind of how the vibe is in that bullpen right now for the Astros. They've got to pick something up here, but 2 outs, 1 ball, 1 strike. Got to get moving now.
And Caden Benke has not been easy to hit against. The southpaw for the Blues. 1-1 delivery, a curveball misses outside.
Benke pitching a pretty good game so far, holding these Astros to 3 runs.
And he hasn't been doing it by strikeouts. He's been inducing ground ball and flyouts. Ground outs and flyouts have kind of been his specialty. And if you're able to induce that as a pitcher, you're not going to need to worry about strikeouts. You know, a lot of pitchers nowadays worry about velocity, you know, how much break you can have on a curveball. But just put it in play for your infielders and for your outfielders, as there's a 5-pitch walk issued to Anthony Breitbach. So he's on with 2 gone.
But you can tell that he definitely trusts his outfielders right now. No errors so far in this game, and that's a great thing to bank on as a pitcher. When you can get those balls in there, just be able to have them hit it. But guess what? You got a safe glove everywhere you can find in that green grass area.
Well, not only that, but the run support has been plentiful for Caden Benke, who's also contributed to some of that run support as a wild pitch goes to the backstop, advancing Breitbach to second.
And I mean, it seems like an easy thing to say, but it's a lot easier to play baseball when you're up 7 runs like the Grand Forks Blues are.
But no lead is safe here in this game of baseball. That's
Absolutely
what makes it so great. And we'll see if the Astros can live up to that expectation, or rather that saying.
And right, you see, if the Grand Forks Blues can do it, I can guarantee you the Astros can as well. That's, like you were saying, the great thing about this game is any team can win any day. And guess what? If that takes an 8-run inning, let's see it.
All it takes is a couple of errors. The problem, as you mentioned, Jack, there hasn't been any errors committed in Game 2 by Grand Forks. And the balls that have been put in play by the Astros, they've resulted in outs. They've made some good contact, but they haven't been able to get anything really into the outfield as Haug swings and misses on a 2-1 fastball. Counts now 2-2. Chris Barch waiting on deck. The baby blue bat from Lucas Haug. The 2-2 pitch. Fouled into the netting as Lucas Haug stays alive. He's 0 for 1. He grounded out into a 6-3 putout his last time up. Top of the 5th for Grand Forks. Reed Nelson due up to lead off. 2-2, and it's in there. No, nearly caught the zone. And the count's full at 3-2. That was a good-looking curveball by Caden Benke. That one pitch has been terrific in terms of just getting into counts and throwing hitters off guard.
And man, Benke thought he had it there. You saw him start to walk off the mound. But now, the inning going to continue.
3-2 pitch misses outside for a walk, and this is the kind of opportunities the Astros are kind of yearning for, as you're just looking for that little bit of that little spark, even if it's only 1 or 2 runs, just anything to chip away at this 7-run deficit.
You know, it'll take a village, but you start with one person right here for the Astros.
And that one person could be Chris Barch as he swings and misses for strike 1, and he will have to be that person in one way or another, as he could be the last batter of this inning. So we'll see what he has in store.
No room for an error, no room for a misstep here for Barch.
Chris Barch, he drew a free pass his last time up, his only time up. Or make that he got hit by a pitch, excuse me. But even so, he reached first his last time up as this one dives down low into the turf for ball 2. So Ben Suda waiting on deck for the Astros, trying to snap a 4-game losing streak. Fargo Post 400 stars in action as well later today, taking on Minot. That'll also be here on Magnitude Sports.
And if Barch can get himself on base, I mean, Suda's had himself a game today. 2 for 2 so far. And that's the thing. You get 2 on base, and then Suda can go to work, and that's where it starts moving for the Astros.
3-1 pitch is outside for ball 4, so the bases are loaded for the Astros, and now this is really gonna be a huge test for Fargo Post 400. What can they do with the bases juiced? And now Ben Suda, as you alluded to, Jack, he's had a solid afternoon. He started the game with a double to left field. Let's see what he brings to the table here in the 4th. Ground ball to second. Should be the inning. Throw to first and picked. Almost an error at first, but Kellen Bavette doing a nice job picking the ball at first. 4-3 on the putout, and the bases are left loaded. 10-3 Grand Forks after 4 complete. The Blues up to bat next on Magnitude Sports.
Hi, this is Mike from Magnitude Sports. I'd like you to do me a favor if you would. Subscribe to this channel right here, Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. The channel is owned by a family I've known for over 2 decades and features some sports stars from previous Magnitude Sports broadcasts. So if you're the type of guy that likes fishing, hunting, dogs, you can get all that and more right here on the Dakota Fins and Feathers YouTube channel. You can also find them on social media, on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. It's educational, it's captivating, it's fun. It's Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. Subscribe today.
It's payback time. Does that bother you? Does that bother you? Does that bother you? Does that bother you? Does that bother you?
You wouldn't want officials ruining your game day at home, so don't ruin it for them on the field or court. Respect officials. That's one way you can serve, stand, and score. This message brought to you by Magnitude Sports.
Jay Jorgensen from his 3rd base spot onto the mound for the first time here in Game 2 as Jackson Nedham's day has come to a close. He went 4 complete innings, giving up 10 runs on 8 hits. And now Jay Jorgensen will pitch in relief for the Astros. Tommy Fox alongside Jack Simon. Good to be with you here on Magnitude Sports for Game 2 of this Junior Legion doubleheader. The Grand Forks Blues, a 6-run 4th inning. Part of a 10-run performance here in Game 2. 19 runs combined here in this doubleheader. That speaks volumes on the offensive capabilities of the Blues, and it's been tough to stop for the Astros, even when they get opportunities to kind of stop the bleeding. Something else opens up. It's like trying to stop like a leak in a plumbing system. You plug up one hole, and then there's another hole that comes that blows up, and that's been one way to describe this game if you're the Astros.
You know, a great analogy there, Tommy. And you run into that, and it's when you get that you're down 4-1 like they were at the or 4-3 actually at the top of the fourth, and it was within reach for the Astros. And Grand Forks gets on bases. That's hit right there.
Into right center field, a base hit. A pinch hit single. First at-bat of the game by Diego Mueller. Nice piece of hitting right there.
And that is not how you want to start there for Jorgensen. Getting Mueller on there. But what can you do against this Grand Forks team? As I was saying before that, you run into that. You're down 4-3. It's within reach. And then, bam, 6 runs. And here's the game. When you have batters like that everywhere, like we had Mueller right there, he's the pinch batter. He's pinch hitter. You got everyone waiting in the wings, ready to hit for this Blues team.
Now another pinch hitter at the dish for the Blues, as this one is nearly into the back of pinch hitter Brendan Thompson. His first at-bat here in Game 2. Slight lead at first, the pitch. Slow bouncing ball up the left line, and it's going to be foul. Nearly stayed fair on that third base line. Thompson got out in front of it, though. Counts now 1-2. Jorgensen's pitch, and it buckles in there for a ball. Okay. That one may have been in the zone, but regardless, it's 2-2. That was a good-looking curveball by Jorgensen. Had a lot of bend to it.
From where we're sitting, Tommy, that looked like it was a K right there.
Ground ball to third, and bobbled at third. Throw to first, and it's going to be not in time. It was off the bag, and they'll rule that as an error. Thompson reaches. They'll probably rule that as an E5, and that moves Mueller to second base. Thompson's at first. The fourth error of the game.
Another error here for the Astros. And it's just, like we said, such a great analogy with that the pipe leaking. You get one thing covered up. You nearly get a strikeout there, but then right there, it's just an error, and there's nothing you can do about it at that point.
There's so many guys stepping up, like you said, waiting in the wings. So Kellen Bavette at the plate after 2 straight pinch hitters, that being Diego Mueller replacing Reed Nelson, and Brendan Thompson replacing Owen Harms. So Grand Forks just kind of emptying out their dugout, getting some guys some playing time. 1-1 pitch is up and in. It's 2-1 on Kellen Bavette. Again, coming up on Magnitude Sports will be the Fargo Post 400 Stars taking on Minot. That should be a good game. 3-1 is the count now after a curveball misses outside.
And right outside of your screens on the right and left side, it's a tale of 2 different moods in the dugout right now, reflecting the scoreboard. I mean, Grand Forks is just rowdy right now, cheering on their boys.
Here's a ground ball to third. Easy step on third base for 1, on to first, and in time for a double play. Nicely turned by Easton Healy.
What a grab there.
And at first, too, Wyatt Clark on both ends, so a 5-3 double play. As Easton Healy stepped on the bag for 1, threw across the diamond, and Wyatt Clark, that athleticism at first base, stepped on the bag at first base. So Bavette grounds into a 5-3 double play, and that puts a runner at second base now, that being Brendan Thompson. So Mueller is erased along with Bavette. So still a runner's still in scoring position for the Grand Forks Blues. Caden Benke at the dish. He should be pitching in the bottom half of the 5th inning. He grounds out to second. 4-3 on the putout as he's put away for the out. 10-3 is the score. Bottom of the 5th. One last stand from the Astros.
Fargo Post 400 would like to thank these additional sponsors for supporting our Legion baseball program. Bell Bank, member FDIC. Valley Service of Fargo. Legacy Plumbing, D&M Industries, and Buffalo Wild Wings.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
Astros in Game 2 of a conference doubleheader. Tommy Fox alongside Jack Simon. A gorgeous day, sun peeking through some little more cloud cover. A lot of Legion action around the Red River Valley here today, as we got some Fargo Post 400 Stars baseball later this evening, taking on Minot. We'll, of course, address the upcoming schedule for Fargo Post 400 baseball momentarily. But for the time being, the Astros are up to bat as Segan Midag digs in as he comes up empty on a big swing and a miss. A scoreless top half of the fifth. Big thanks to a 5-3 double play turned by Easton Healy and Wyatt Clark. That kept the Blues off the scoreboard. A 0-1 pitch sails high.
An errant pitch there.
1-1. Caden Benke still on the mound. Looking to go for a complete game. And in a 5-inning game, that's kind of what you'd expect. Despite it being the second game of a doubleheader, you're still going to get some, substitutions in there.
Absolutely, and those last two pitches there off the mound looked a little bit errant, and he's got to be feeling it after these 5 innings, And as that goes, another ball there, 3-1 count now to start off the bottom of the fifth here. The Astros really need to dig in now.
Fifth pitch of the at-bat coming from Benke. Out of the wind and the pitch. And downstairs, and it's a 5-pitch walk. So good at-bat from Segan Midag. He reaches base for the first time here in Game 2. He had grounded out to short, and he had grounded out to the pitcher. His first 2 at-bats. But now he's on base to lead off the bottom of the fifth. And now Owen Pfeiffer, who's been a busy man at the plate here this afternoon. He has 2 RBI singles. His last at-bat came in the bottom of the third, in which the Astros put up 2 runs. And Pfeiffer is a confident hitter. Throw to first, and that's not in time. Pfeiffer behind in the count 0-1, but as I mentioned, he's a really confident hitter. He can work his way in and out of counts. 0-1 is popped up foul. Nobody will get to it. Giving chase was Jax Hauser. And the count is 0-2. Coming up for the Grand Forks Blues, they have the West Fargo Rattlers coming up. West Fargo Rattlers, a talented club as well. So if you thought Grand Forks was a good team, West Fargo Rattlers are also a solid club in Junior Legion. Check on first. And for the Fargo Post 400 Astros, coming up for them, they'll play the Grand Forks Blues again, but on the 29th. That'll be on the road in Grand Forks. There's a swing and a miss for strike 3. There's one down here in the fifth. So these teams in the next week will be no strangers to one another. It's kind of already been established here this afternoon. Kind of turned into a solid rivalry. even though they don't play against each other too much, even though they're conference opponents. Ball misses outside 1-0, and Wyatt Clark at the dish. He's 0 for 2.
And Tommy, you speak of that familiarity with one another. When you get into those points, do you become more accustomed to one another's game? Will the Astros start to pick up on the Grand Forks' different plays, different moves, and vice versa for the other teams? When you run into that familiarity and those rivalries, how different does that game kind of get?
Well, I think it does get a little different in the sense that you're much more aware of, the talent surrounded. You can do as much scouting as you want, but baseball is one of those sports where you can have a game plan, but you can plan a pretty picnic, but you can't predict the weather. I think that describes the game of baseball well, because you can come with all the knowledge of a team, but they'll be coming out swinging, or they'll keep you off the scoreboard. It's one of those things. That's what makes it so interesting just as a sport. It separates it from a lot of the other sports, whereas football, if you come with that sort of game plan, it can work for you very well. For baseball, all you can do is have those patient at-bats, and hopefully you can come out on top in the end. As we have a substitution, I believe, or no, Kellen Bavette, I think, had to race to the dugout to get something because he was off the field. So now it's 2-1 on Wyatt Clark. Swung on a hit high in the air and a sliding grab in right field. Throw to first in time for the out. A 9-3 double play to end it. Oh my goodness.
What a phenomenal way to end this game.
Bryce Carrenta, an absolute dynamite play to end the 5-inning game. 10-3, the Blues win it, and they sweep the doubleheader. They've won 5 out of their last 6, and they come out victorious in both games of this doubleheader.
That sliding grab, the leaning toss, and once more, the leaning grab at first base just to put out the Astros once and for all here in this game. 10-3, and that'll do it.
That will do it indeed, but we have the post-game show coming up around the corner. We'll take a look at some of the numbers and break down this game when we come back here on Magnitude Sports.
Looking for the ultimate destination for fun? Welcome to Kingpins. From interactive hyperbowling on our 14 lanes to adrenaline-pumping laser tag and immersive escape rooms, the adventure never stops. Smash high scores in our massive arcade, then refuel at Barron's with our made-from-scratch menu. Whether it's a birthday, a company gathering, or just a night out, make your next event unforgettable. Book your lanes online. Call 701-532-BOWL. Or stop in and visit us at 3485 Jacks Way South in Fargo.
Post-game report here on Magnitude Sports as the Grand Forks Blues take Game 2 of this 5-inning game by a final of 10-3 over the Fargo Post 400 Astros. Tommy Fox alongside Jack Simon. Good to have Mike going alongside the crew as well for this in-conference doubleheader. A 10-3 final score, and Jack, we had talked about it throughout the broadcast. Grand Forks, they have so many weapons in their lineup. Everybody stepped up in one little way, especially defensively, as the final play of the game was a 9-3 double play. Kind of speaking volumes on how talented this Grand Forks team really is.
And yeah, we saw that during this entire game, and we spoke on it as much as we could. And you run into that, like you said, every single player getting their opportunity to shine, and that's what happened. You have many different players getting hits and getting on the board and everything like that. And it all culminates together at that final play, just showing how together this team is, how much they're together, celebrating over at the side. And it's the vibe that they presented today as well. You come in with a winning mentality, and guess what? You win. And that's how it goes. 10-3 victory here for the Blues over the Astros.
Yeah.
And Tommy, what else did you see during that game? Anything point out to you?
Well, I think it was just a great game played by both teams. You got to give credit to Fargo Post 400 earlier in the games because they were able to cash in on a lot of opportunities, but at the end of the day, they couldn't get enough opportunity. They couldn't cash in on enough opportunities, but Grand Forks was able to do just that. and that led them to this doubleheader win. But that's the game of baseball. You know, that's the great thing about this sport, Jack. There's always the next game. There's the game after that, and Fargo Post 400. They have the tools to put up a good season, but they're on a 5-game losing streak as they dropped to 4-14-1, and their next scheduled game, well, against the same Grand Forks Blues. So they will see them again in Grand Forks, and that'll be starting on Monday, June 29th. That'll be a first pitch at 5 o'clock. Meanwhile, for the Grand Forks Blues, their next game is a scheduled doubleheader against, well, the Fargo Post 400 Astros. I looked at the West Fargo Rattlers. That was for Tuesday, June 30th. But so these two teams will play each other again on Monday, June 29th. Coming up on the Magnitude Sports schedule, well, we have another set of games for you as the Fargo Post 400 Stars will be taking on Minot. That'll be coming up at 5:30. That'll be a scheduled doubleheader. Mike Goyne will have the call. Magic Mike, I think we call him, if I remember correctly. He'll be on the call for a doubleheader between the Stars and Minot. The Fargo Post 400 Stars currently set at a mark of 5-7, looking to get to 500 at 7-7 on the season. But for now, that'll do it for the broadcast for Fargo Post 400 Astros baseball as the Grand Forks Blues sweep the doubleheader, winning Game 1 9-4 and Game 2 by a final of 10-3. For Jack Simon, I'm Tommy Fox, saying so long from Starry on Bank Field.
The preceding has been a presentation of Magnitude Sports. Follow Magnitude Sports online by searching Magnitude TV Plus on X, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube for broadcast updates, schedule changes, sports highlights, and much more. Thanks for watching Magnitude Sports. To support this channel, simply like, comment, and subscribe. That's how you serve, stand, and score.